Okay, Tuesday, April 17th, 4:23 a.m., 2018. I've just got a little piece of drywall set up here and a blowtorch. I'm going to use the torch as a sun to sort of just prove a point how the sun rays are hitting the solar shield and how they're reacting and how I see it from below. This of course will be from above, but I think you'll sort of get the point, hopefully. And so I'm going to shut out my flashlight and do this experiment. Before I do though, I just wanted to point out it's snowing, April 17th. This is still part of this freezing rain ice pellet storm that's been man-made, and it's been going now since Friday afternoon, late Friday afternoon. Anyway, I'll just get on with this experiment, like I say, and I'm hoping it will go like I want it to. The thing I like to show is the edges and how they brighten up as the paper burns. It's like I see the burning of the edges of the clouds. There's always a little pink line. Hopefully I can get that on going.
That's what I like to call the scorched layer. So the torch is representing the sun, and the drywall, the clouds, and the sun hitting it.
Sun flares, this is what I see. And it just burns out on those paper edges like the edges of the cloud, except the cloud it goes pink. Spreads out like that, slow like that as well. Always the hot spot where the sun hits it.
This really demonstrates some of the distortions of the sun that everyone's seeing. But it's not the sun, it's the light rays reacting with the solar shield.
And then a dark cloud goes over, and no more sun.
You'll see right away how it resembles what you can see in the clouds if you ever do look up and see that round scorching and the halo effect.
So when the sun hits it, this is what it looks like. That gives you where the black is, gives you your red sort of hue that's always around the sun, and that white is all those little pink edges right around. And we see the bright flash right, and dark clouds go by. We can still never really penetrate
through the outer scorched layer of the cloud.
That's the best way I can think of doing an example. Alright, hopefully that'll be a little helpful.
So here's just a few examples of some scorched clouds, and you get the halo effect. In this shot you can really see that there's an opening between the clouds, and you believe that there's sun actually penetrating through there, but this scorched layer is almost invisible. You can see the sun rays are unfocused and not really able to even penetrate. There's still a web between these two clouds. It just blows my mind how these white clouds can capture so much light. It just goes to show that the levels of lensing through all these chemicals they have up in the sky is just focusing the light in one spot on these lower level burn scorch edge clouds. I just added some photo illustrations after some of these photos. It's the picture, then the photo illustration. It really shows how the light reacts with these clouds. These clouds also just distort the shape and the look of the sun. Some people say, look at the size of the sun. Well, it's been just distorted and stretched by these light stealing clouds. If you look closely in the bright areas, you'll see this orange. That is the scorched layer, the invisible scorched layer that's burning all the time when the sun goes by. This cloud is very dark, yet you can just see in the photo illustration here how it just totally eats the sun and nothing can penetrate it. These are just not natural clouds. I really like these photo illustrations. They really show how the light is just being eaten by these chemical filled clouds. When you start paying attention to the sky, you'll really see how our days are starting to look like this more and more and more. It's just really a scary thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and comments would be appreciated.